Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here, and you're looking at the third gun that I picked up today. It is actually a gun that I had on layaway for a few months, so it's not something that I spent my tax return on, but I just kind of picked them all up at the same time. This is a Glenfield Model 30A 3030 Winchester. Basically, it's a Marlin 336, which I love Marlin 336s and just Marlin lever actions in general. I bought this particular rifle for the same reason I bought my P89, and that is to be a property gun, and I'll do a video on this concept, but basically a property gun is a gun that, say you have property but you don't live there, and you're not the only one who goes out there because you take guns out there whenever you go out, but other people who go out, like say your brother, your sister, your parents, they don't carry guns out there with them because they either don't have guns or they don't typically take guns with them wherever they go. That's basically what this is for. So the P89 was just a 9mm pistol, which would have been good to carry. This would be good for, let's say you're going out there hunting and you go out, you bring one rifle, and for whatever reason that rifle doesn't work, like you'd break the firing pin or something. This is a backup rifle. It can also be used for self-defense or just defense against the property. Let's say a pack of coyotes come up. I don't know how likely that is, but let's just say some kind of aggressive animal comes up, or a rabid animal, and you have to put it down. Or let's say you're a cattle farmer or something, and one of your cows gets injured, gets hit by a car, whatever. Be a good mercy rifle. And that's probably not the exact purpose of this rifle, but this is a good rifle that you can use to leave somewhere because it's not that expensive. It was $300. A Marlin 336, you're looking at typically $400. This one's $300. It's used. It does have a little bit of rust on it. You really can't see it. It's a lot less rusty than my P89. There is some rust. We'll open the action here just so you can see it's empty. It is a little rough. It needs to be cleaned up and lubed up, but there is a little rust down in the hammer channel, I guess is what you would call this. So that needs to be cleaned out. It's got this weird rail on it because I guess somebody had a scope on it at one point in time. I plan on taking this off just using straight iron sights, because this isn't really meant to be a primary hunting rifle or anything. But other than that, it's your basic Marlin 336. Has your side eject here, has your loading gate right here, has a 6-round tube magazine capacity, has your basic rifle sights, nothing fancy. There is a bead on it on the front sight, so that makes for a fairly good sighting option. It does have sling swivels there. This one's kind of weird because it goes on the barrel, or not the barrel, but the mag tube instead of the little fore-end cap here, so I thought that was kind of weird, but doesn't really bother me. The wood on this particular Glenfield is really shiny. I really like this wood. And Glenfield, well, Marlin, I guess, for their Glenfield brand, had some very nice engravings on their wood. You have like these little oak leaves, and this checkering on the fore end. It's kind of like reverse checkering, where it's not really meant for grip. It's more meant for aesthetics, looks, basically. But it does look really, really good. I like the look of it. There's very few imperfections in the wood. There's a few scratches, but not a whole lot. And on the little pistol grip area, you have a buck the head of a buck on here, if it will focus. Yeah, right there. See, and it's on both sides. So I just think that's really cool, and it kind of just gives this rifle, like Nut and Fancy would say, soul, because this is an older rifle, I think made in the 80s, and it's seen some use, has some rust on it, but really it's not that bad of a rifle. And it's very inexpensive. It just has a basic plastic butt plate. It doesn't have rubber or anything, and it's basically a Marlin butt plate. I don't know if it'll focus this close, but it's basically a Marlin butt plate where the Marlin, where it would say Marlin, is just blanked out. So I thought that was kind of funny. But other than that, it seems to be a good rifle. Again, I have to take it apart, clean it, get the rust off of it. There's not a whole lot of rust, but there's a little bit of rust. But if you can pick up a Glenfield Model 30A, or I think there's a few other models, like a 30S and 30W or something. I don't know, there's like 4 or 5 different Glenfield models in the 3030. If you can pick one up, $300 is a pretty good price. You might be able to find them for $250 or even less, depending on the condition. But typically you'll find them for cheaper than an actual Marlin 336 or a Winchester 94. So if you can find one for a good price and it's in pretty decent condition like this one, go ahead and buy it, because it's just a good rifle. It's a good deer rifle. Good rifle for hunting just about anything, any big game in North America. 3030 has killed a lot of deer and a lot of like black bears and pigs and stuff like that. So yeah, I'd say go for it if you can find one for a decent price. Anyway, that's my Glenfield 30A 3030 Winchester, basically a Marlin 336. Subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm Redneck Mini 14, and until next time, be safe.